Rowan here. Let's have a talk about my channel for a bit. I just want to talk about eagle's wings. You might have noticed that I changed the name of my channel to Eagle's Wings. So I'm just going to go through that and why I think it's more relevant than just my name. But Eagle's Wings, have you guys, when you go out into the bush or when you go country, especially in Australia, if you go out back, sometimes you go out there in the outback in Australia and probably in many other countries also. If you go out there, have you ever seen right up really high, sometimes you see these eagles circling around. They're the highest bird that can fly the highest out of all birds, I believe. And I've always been fascinated in eagles because of these reasons I'm going to talk about now. But when you go up there, you can see they're circling around, and they're just almost a speck. They can go so high, they're circling around. And then what they're doing there is they're looking at the landscape. They're looking at everything in their view, because the other thing that's really significant about the eagles is its eyes. It's got eagle eyes. It can see clearly. But when it's right up high, it's looking over the landscape. Now, what is the thing that it's getting there? What is it receiving? It's getting a wide perspective of the whole landscape. That's what it's getting. The eagle can see right over to the horizon that way and right over to the horizon that way. It can see where it could be in danger if it went down, and it can also pick up its next meal, because it needs to dive down and get its next meal. But it doesn't want to dive down and be in danger of another animal getting it, and it doesn't want to. It wants to minimize the chance of being unsuccessful in getting its meal. So when it's up there circling around on its great big wings, it's getting perspective of and a large view of the whole landscape, and it can examine where everything is. And then when it sees its snake or its rabbit or whatever like that, it dives down. So its wings go back and it goes in for the kill after it's examined, and it keeps in mind its perspective of where it is in the landscape, where its meal is, where the rabbit is or the snake. It keeps everything that it's collected in mind, and it knows how it's going to attack, and it goes down, it goes for the kill. So it drills right down close and it narrows in on the target, on its meal, and then its claws come out and then it grabs its meal. And it's usually successful because of the perspective it got before while it was up in the air. And then when it gets down close, it knows exactly what it's doing. It goes in for the kill and then carries it away, the rabbit or the snake, and feasts on that meal, and it has its food that it's been desiring. And mostly successfully, because of the perspective it got up when it was in the air. Now this is what I believe I do when I do my talks, and I'm trying to make people understand something, either on current issues like the coronavirus or something, or on and including biblical issues. What I believe I like to do is I like to soar like an eagle right up high. So up there, right up here high, I look down. This is what I like to teach. We should all look down and look at the landscape. Look at the landscape, see what's there. What's really happening with this issue in life? We got this happening over there. We got this happening over there. And so it's for us, it's all about understanding what's going on, understanding, getting the right perspective of what's going on. So when we're up there, we're getting perspective. We're getting that wide perspective, just like the eagle did when it's soaring on its wings up very, very high in the sky. We look at our landscape, we can see, well, that's happening over there, that's happening over there, that's happening over here, that's happening over there. So we get a wide picture and perspective of what's going on. And then when we want to understand the one issue in the middle of that wide landscape, we narrow in. I like to narrow in. I'll fold my wings back and go right in for the kill. What I mean is I go right in for the kill in understanding the local pinpointed situation and dissect it. Dissect it, remembering where the issue sits in perspective of that large view. And so that's what my channel is sort of going to be about, more so as we go on from now. I'm going to talk about perspective in things and also detail in things. When we come down into something, into an issue, into a topic, whether it's a current issue in life or whether it's a biblical issue, whether it's a religious concept, or understanding what's the Bible talking about here. What am I reading in the Bible? What I want to go in for the kill and understand what is it really getting at in these scriptures here. So biblically also, you can soar like an eagle. You can look at the context, because the eagle too, when he's up there, when he's up in the sky, he's looking down and he's getting context of the situation, everything on the ground, a full context. And then once he's got context, he goes in for the kill. And that's what we must do too, and I like to teach like that. So when I'm up there, I get perspective. We seek to get the context of the situation. And then when we want to know the detail of the doctrinal things, we go in for the kill. And in light of the whole context, we can understand the detail when we go in for the kill. So that's why I'm calling it Eagle's Wings. Keep my name out of it a bit more, but still gaining what we learn from the eagle, from those great birds of the sky, their eagle eye and their perspective and how they go in for the kill. That's how I'm going to teach, and I think that it's a very handy way to know, because sometimes, quite often, we see people narrowing in on something before they have the wide perspective, and then they're missing the point. They're missing what's going on. They haven't got the right perspective. But when you get that large perspective first, and then you understand what's going on in the big picture, and then you narrow in, you know exactly what's going on and you understand the issue at hand that you're trying to understand. You can't understand the issue unless you understand the context from the big view verse, from the big view of circling around up the top first to get the context. So there you go, guys. That's why I'm sort of calling my channel now Eagle's Wings. So look out. So with that understanding, you can look at the videos and understand, okay, here we are, he's teaching something about context, or I might be interviewing someone or something like that. We'll gather the context and then we'll go into the detail in understanding the issue. So I hope you enjoy that explanation of why my channel's called Eagle's Wings now. I hope you enjoy the future videos, what we do, whether it's current issues or whether it's doctrine and how we need to be in the Lord. I mean, as you know, like, for instance, with healing, like people get very confused about healing out of the Bible. But when you get the large perspective of healing, and then you go in for the kill in understanding how laying hands on the sick and how you command healing, you understand more how that actually operates through by what we read out of the scriptures. So that's just an example. On healing, we can look at it from big picture, and then we can also go in for the kill and understand the nitty gritty of it. And that's what I've tend to do. So I hope you enjoy the future videos and understanding the big picture versus going down for the kill and understanding the detail. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll look forward to seeing you on a lot of my videos. See you later.